If you're like me, then you can't wait to see this man, Kevin Durant, back on the court this upcoming season, which is only a week and a half away now. It's nice to see this guy on my team. I grew up a Nets fan when they were in Jersey and followed them over here to Brooklyn. I used to watch them when they had, the big three in my book, Vince Carter, Jefferson, and Jason Kidd. Anyways, KD looks excited to get back on the court and still looks lethal, more lethal than ever. He talked about recently in how his team is very versatile and how head coach Steve Nash plans to play him as a small ball 5 center or at the power forward position. Kevin Durant's going to make opposing defenses work very hard because, as we all know, he can score anywhere on the floor whenever he wants. Kevin Durant is almost 7 feet tall with long arms and a lethal jump shot. Plus, he'll be drawing the big shot blocking centers out in the open, which will give Kyrie and company a lot of opportunities to drive and score. You look at Kyrie, you have Caris LeVert, you got Spencer Dinwiddie, all people that can drive to the basket and shoot. And then you have someone like Joe Harris that can just shoot from anywhere on the floor from 3. A lot of people are writing off Kevin Durant, saying he won't come back 100%, blah, blah, blah. And look, yeah, we all know his injury was bad. He tore his Achilles. But why judge before we see him play? I think Durant is going to be in the running for MVP this year for sure. As for the starting lineup for Brooklyn, I think it'll look something like this. Kyrie at the point guard position, no surprise. Caris LeVert at shooting guard, Joe Harris at small forward, Durant at power forward, and Allen at center. The only issue with this, I think Joe Harris should be the shooting guard on the team and Caris LeVert should be a small forward. Caris LeVert is a little taller than Joe Harris, and I think he would be better at the small forward spot. Meanwhile, Joe Harris is more of a pick and pop shooter coming off screens, and I think he would be more suitable for the shooting guard position. But this is what's looking right now. Durant at power forward, I think that's a great choice. He's, like I said, he's almost 7 feet tall. He can pretty much be any position on the floor. With Steve Nash as the head coach and Mike D'Antoni now as the assistant, it looks like the Nets are going to be really good on offense this year. But there are some questions about their defense and how it'll stand up to top teams like the Lakers and Bucks, who have a big center like Anthony Davis and Giannis. And also the Clippers, who, are still a deep team that have a lot of bigs and a lot of people that can score. But it's still too early to really tell. I think Nash and general manager Sean Marks have put the Nets in a great position to win this year. This is going to be a whole different Nets team than what we're used to. We just got to see how this team meshes on a chemistry level and whether they can get off to a good start. A lot of people are writing off on the chemistry already because of Kyrie Irving, which I think is not fair to him or the team in general. And people are saying the Nets might not get off to a great start because they think that Durant is going to be a little rusty and that the team hasn't had much time to play with each other. But if you look at the training camp, it looks like they're doing very well. And I think they're going to be in for a surprise when the season starts. But in case you missed Kevin Durant last year, the Beast will be back. And this Nets team will instantly contend this year. I'm very excited as a Nets fan. I've been this excited in a long time. And if we take a quick look at Durant's stats before his devastating injury, he was averaging 26 points per game, 6 assists, and almost 7 rebounds. This guy can do it all. He's going to be crazy good for this Nets team. And we all remember how dominant he was in the playoffs, especially against the Clippers before he went down, right? I mean, this guy was really wreaking havoc, especially on Pat Beverly. If you're a true Nets fan, comment Nets forever down below. If you want to see more Brooklyn Nets content like this, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time.